Hello. Today is a crochet video, hence the little crochet hook. Haven't done one of these in forever. I've tried to make this video a couple of times, but um there's a lot going on. I have a baby now, so yeah, she's either up or she's sleeping and she wakes up and then I just have to feed her, do other things, so I haven't been able to catch up on any crochet stuff or videos. So this is a first because she's sleeping and I have time to make this video. So let's begin. These are a few crochet projects that I have made for my baby, and I wanted to share them with you. See if you guys can get inspired to making crochet stuff for babies if you have any, or for gifting or that kind of thing. Yeah, I just want to share what I've made in these past few months. So let's start. The very first thing I made was this little like shirt dress. I didn't have enough yarn to actually make it a full-on dress, so it kind of was just a little shirt. I didn't really follow a pattern. I've just followed the patterns that I've done for like sweaters or shirts for myself, but just in super small. I think I did take some measurements based off of other baby clothes that I had already bought. And then this one in the back, I did a little button so that if her head was a little bit too big, I could just take off the button and it'd be a bigger opening. So without the button, the hole gets way bigger. But I think she only wore this once because she was already getting pretty big. So I'm going to put a picture of her wearing this on the side. And yeah, this was the very first little project I made. It's cotton yarn. I'm not sure if this was one of the big twist cotton yarns or if I used hobby yarn for this. I'm not sure, but this was the very first one and I love this little project. So this next one, I believe I just used yarn that I had from other projects that I had just frogged. So this probably only fit her for one time as well. I'm not sure if I have a picture of her, but if I do, I'll put it here. Yeah, this has just a few rows of like the same kind of design as this other little shirt. And then I put buttons on this one, little buttons. I put 3 buttons on there, and that's how it looks in the back. This next one I love. I think most of these I was working on them while I was still pregnant, but this one was probably my favorite. She looks so cute in this. I'm gonna put a picture right here. She looks so cute in this. This one, I mean, as a first time mom, you don't really know anything until you're in it. So I really regret not putting little snap buttons in the bottom so I could more easily put this on her. So I had to like, this does have buttons and it comes apart. It's like a little overall, so you take it off. But it is pretty hard to get a pretty much newborn baby into this. If I would have known before, I should have known. I should have put little snap buttons in the bottom, but either way, I love it. She only wore this once as well because I forgot I had made this and she was already getting pretty big. So I put her in this for one time and she looks so adorable. And this is how the back looks too. I don't really have a pattern for this. I believe I followed a YouTube tutorial on how to make this little overall, but I'm not sure. If I did, I'll put a little link somewhere around here. If I did save it, I'll put a link here, or I'll put a link in the bio. But this is how this looks. It's so adorable. This next one was just going off of that past one. This one is just a blue. I believe that babies can dress in whatever color they or their parents want them to. So I have a baby girl and I didn't want her to just do pink all the time, so I did a blue, and I think it's okay to have babies in whatever color you want. Yeah, I'm very passionate about that. As you can tell, I also did not put little snap buttons on here, which was a mistake, which I wish I could redo. Maybe I can just take it apart and redo it, but yes. I believe I also only have one picture of her with this little overall on. Sorry, I just flipped you guys off for a moment there. Yeah, I only have one picture of her in this because she also outgrew it pretty fast. Babies grow really fast. They do not stay as little as you'd like them to. I wish my baby was still small, but she's getting bigger each day, which I'm grateful for. But yeah, you know. But yeah, these also have little buttons. You can take them off, and this is how the back looks. But yeah, another little pair of overalls. I think I finished these maybe a week before she was born. So I made her little, this is kind of, I believe some of these are full of spit because we do use this A for a little headrest on her changing mat. So if you see little white stuff, that is her spit up. I'm sorry, I need to wash these. But I'll just show you the backside that is clean. This is letter A for her name. Her name is Adela, so I made an A, a D. Is the right way? Yeah, wait. A, D. Sorry. A, D, E. A, D, E. I don't think I can hold all of her letters up. I will try. I will for sure try. There we go. Can't really see it, but yeah, her name is Adela. So I made all these little letters. D is the E. These kind of weird because you can make it do this. There can also be an M if you want to. So E, L, and another A. The A's are the most difficult to make. L is obviously the easiest. I think an I is also the easiest because, yeah. But I don't have a pattern that I myself made for these. I followed a pattern that I found on Pinterest. So I'll put the pattern pictures on here, and I'll put the links of the Pinterest pictures in the bottom of here so you can find them. They're all on there, so all of the whole alphabet. I think it's all uppercase and lowercase letters are on there, and numbers as well if you want to crochet these. So I love these. I mean, we mostly only have the DELA up here because 1A is almost always one of her little cushions for her changing mat. I should probably make another A so that it can be displayed properly. But I'll put in a picture of how it actually looked when we actually just had it so that you can see the name. So this is an ongoing project because I don't know when I'm going to finish this. I've been working on it for a while. I think I started working on it as soon as I found out I was pregnant, and I still haven't finished it. And my baby is already going to be 6 months. So do the math of how many months I've been working on this and just haven't finished it. So it's a blanket. Oh, I already went up. Okay, so this blanket is supposed to have in each little square an animal. So I believe I only have like finished animals, probably three finished animals. So it's this little pig right here. Yeah, that one is finished. You just can't really see the snout. It's kind of the same color. So I have this little piggy, I have this little panda bear, and I have this koala. And the rest of them were like halfway done. I think this is supposed to be an owl, but it's missing an ear and the rest of its face. Who else is on here? This one, I believe it's going to be like a little pink bear. I don't remember. This one's going to be I was going to say a zebra, a giraffe. I still need the little ears from the giraffe. Or is it horns? Ears? I think it's ears. This one, I'm not sure what it's going to be. This one did not come out how I wanted it to, so this is supposed to be like a little chick coming out of its egg, but it kind of just looks like a wig. I'm gonna have to redo that one. And I have a beaver up here I still need to do the ears for it and just finish the eyes because it looks kind of scary. And this one might be a bear, but I also still have to finish the rest of it. So yeah, this is my non-finished blanket that should get finished at some point. But yeah, I hope I finish this at some point. I don't know when. I don't really want to work on it either. So it's kind of like non-finished project that I don't have energy for, so it might just stay unfinished. Okay, we're getting into the projects that I have been working on postpartum. So some of the projects that I have made while I was recovering and being a new mom. This little sweater, I think I finished right up to like the 4th week of postpartum, I think. I'm not sure. This yarn is super soft. It's just, it's so soft. I wish you could feel it. It's super soft. I still need to put on the rest of the buttons. I do have the button holes. Oh, this side. So I do have the button holes. I just need to put the rest of the buttons on there. But yeah, I should probably. No, this looks pretty big. I think she can still wear this up until like 10 months or 12 months. So haven't put this on her yet because we are currently having a really hot summer here in Texas. So there's no reason for me to put a sweater on a baby in the middle of summer. So I have this one, and I really like this one because it's super, super soft. I chose a really, really soft yarn, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna look adorable in it. She hasn't worn it yet, so I owe you guys a picture of her wearing this. Okay, so this one's gonna look creepy. It looks pretty creepy. I'm gonna put a picture here of what I wanted to make, and this is what I got. I'll also put a picture of how it looks when it's hung up because right now it looks horrible. I was trying to make a little like round face with the hair to put all of her little clips. She still doesn't even have any hair, so I bought these clips way ahead of myself. I made her this little shirt that I wanted to make a dress, but yet again, I did not realize that I didn't have enough yarn. So it turned out to be just like a little shirt. She does not fit into this yet. I think this is like a 1-year-old shirt. So waiting for the day I can put this on her and she's gonna look so adorable. It's so cute. I just made a ton of little granny squares, little small granny squares, and I don't know what this crochet, what's it called? Sorry, I got my mom brain. What is it called? I don't know what this style of crochet is called. I'll put it on the screen once I find it. But yeah, so I did granny squares and then I did that in the bottom, and this is the back. Honestly, this could be worn either way. I feel like this just has more vibrant colors on this side. It's got pretty much the same, but yeah, so it can be worn both ways. And yeah, I can't wait until she can use this. When I found out I was pregnant, I was so happy that I could finally make this project because this is the cutest thing I had ever seen on Pinterest. It's a little star pajama thingy. So here you can see it. I will put a picture of how she looks with it on. It's just so adorable. Honestly, it's so cute. I really wish I had the time and wanted to make something like this for myself. It's so much yarn and so much time. But yeah, I made this with a tutorial on YouTube. I will put the link on here and then the link in my bio so you guys can go and check it out and make your own. I did crochet the buttons just to be safe. I didn't want to put actual buttons because you never know if it might come off and choking hazard and all that. So you open this up and you put the baby in there. This is huge. And you put this part has a little hat on it, and then their head goes in here. It's so adorable, and it's so soft. I have only put her in here probably 2 times for pictures, because like I said, it is way too hot in Texas right now. I feel like once she outgrows this, I might just either sell this or donate this. I don't know. I'm not sure. Because the other one that I had already made, I did take a couple rows off to just make like a little star pillow. I haven't finished that yet either, but that's what I did instead of completely frogging the whole project. I will just make a little pillow with it. So yeah, that was actually the last project I had. So those are all the projects that I worked on while I was pregnant and postpartum. I do think that once you have a baby, you start crocheting even faster. That's what I've noticed with myself. I have finished projects so fast now, and I'm pretty sure it's because you have a limited time to like actually do your hobbies while they're either sleeping or they're playing with their toys and they don't need your full attention. That's pretty much the only time that I get to actually crochet. So I've gotten really fast at finishing anything that I start. And also, all of my projects are for her. So anytime I'm like, okay, I need to spend some time on my hobbies, doing something for myself, it's not really for myself because all the things that I want to make are for her. So I just find that so interesting that I used to crochet pretty fast. At least some people would mention that I crocheted very fast, and now I feel like I'm lightning speed because I want to finish it fast enough that it'll actually fit her. I will be putting all the links below for the crochet tutorials or the patterns that I used. I have been thinking of making blankets and donating them to the NICU. And I think that's just something I want to do. Not for any reason specifically, just because I mean, babies need blankets, and I have the yarn, and I have somewhat the time to make them, and I have a lot of yarn. I have so much yarn that I don't know what to do with. Like, I want to make projects, but again, I don't really have the time or the I just don't have the time. So I rather use the time I do have to make her stuff and maybe other baby stuff as well. So if anybody does donate blankets, crochet items to the NICU, to any hospital or anything like that, let me know in the comments how that works. I mean, I've looked into it here in Texas, but if anybody already does it, let me know what you've crocheted and yeah, just anything in general. And also, if you liked any of my projects, please let me know in the comments. If you didn't, don't let me know. Just skip my video. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And those were my crochet projects of this past year and this past year and what's been going on in this year. I mean, I have other stuff that I've been working on, but it's not baby stuff, so this is only a baby stuff video. Okay, that's it. Hope y'all have a great day. I will see you in the next either garden or crochet video. Bye bye.